The offices of Natixis in Paris was a venue for the signing of the 2007-2008 trade finance facility arranged for the Cocobod.
The amount signed was $900 million. Since March 2007, Cocobod has raised almost $1 billion. This is a sign of the credibility the organisation has got with the international financial community.
Present at the signing ceremony were senior managers from the Cocobod, namely Mr. Isaac Osei, CEO Cocobod, Mr. William Mensah, Deputy CEO Finance and Administration Cocobod, Mr. Dramani Igala, Director Cocoa Marketing Company Ghana, Mr. Eden Amegashi, Manager Cocoa Marketing Company UK Limited, Mrs. Christine Abavana, Head of Legal Services Cocobod. Also present was the Ghana's Ambassador to France, His Excellency Professor Albert Owusu-Sapong.
The mandated lead arrangers for the finance facility were Natixis, Standard Chartered Bank, Societe Generale and Ghana International Bank. The facility is the highest trade finance arranged by Cocobod since 1993. The option to go on the international market for such a facility was due to the high cost of financing cocoa purchases from the local financial market.
In his opening speech at the signing ceremony, Mr. Didier Loquer, Deputy Head Structured Finance and Commodities at Natixis, applauded Cocobod and the Government of Ghana for their long-term stable economic policy which had made the facility being signed heavily oversubscribed. He also acknowledged the consistent high quality of Ghana's cocoa beans.
I am happy to welcome you to the signing ceremony of the 15th Pre-Export Trade Finance Facility in favor of the Ghana Cocobod. When I had last year the privilege to receive most of you here, I didn't think you would have to suffer another speech from me a year later. Nevertheless, this year is different as I receive you in the board of room, not of Natixis Banque Populaire, but Natixis, slight difference. Natixis is particularly proud of being mandated jointly with the Standard Chartered, Societe Generale and Ghana International Bank to arrange the 2007-2008 facility. It's important to note that for the first time since 1993, the transaction includes an option to renew the facility for the 2008 and 2009 campaign, giving to the Ghana Cocobod a good visibility of its funding cost over the 2 years and confirming the trust of the international banking community on Ghana Cocobod signature. The facility has been again largely oversubscribed, proving the syndication is once again an overwhelming success, enabling the loan to reach the record amount of $200 million of US dollars. 900 million of US dollars, sorry. It's a big amount, roughly to 1 billion of US dollars. I guess is the best way to say that, you know. This new record has nothing to do with hazard, and it's a result of a long-term and stable policy of the Ghana Cocobod, the Cocoa Marketing Company, and the state of Ghana itself, to build, year after year, the most efficient cocoa producing organization in Africa and probably in the world. It would probably be too long to recall all the achievements realized over the last 15 years by the Ghana Cocobod. But if we had to give only a few ones, we would immediately mention huge volume, Ghana being the second world producer of cocoa, high quality of the cocoa confirmed by the Ghana premium over the world price, social responsibility, providing to its farmers one of the highest rate of return on the market and ensuring employment to more than 2 million people, great stability in its finance policy, always adapted to this capacity, resulting in a 15-year of immaculate repayment record. Clear strategy of development in the value-added cocoa grinding sector, attracting more and more direct foreign investment. All these achievements make Ghana a model for balanced and sustainable development in Africa and accelerate its involvement into the world economy. Chief Executive of the Ghana Cocobod, General Manager of the cocoa marketing companies, the lenders are proud to contribute again to the Ghana cocoa industry. Thank you very much for your attention.
His Excellency Professor Albert Owusu Sapong, Ghana's ambassador to France, also in his speech thanked all present for attending the event and emphasized the growing relationship between Ghana and France. He also praised the good governance, transparency and respect for due process, which has given Ghana the credibility to raise such finance.
The government and people of Ghana are extremely grateful for the magnanimity of the gesture you do extend to the cocoa industry in Ghana. I am convinced that Ghana's stable democracy in the context of a turbulent West African political establishment has undoubtedly given financial institutions of your caliber sufficient confidence in the Kufuor government and in the dynamics of the macroeconomic stability of Ghana to warrant the colossal $900 million loan to the Ghana Cocobod. Principles of transparency and good governance and the scrupulous respect for due process have launched Ghana onto the orbit of meeting timelessly the Millennium Development Goals set out by the United Nations. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, this ceremony highlights a further milestone for the government and people of Ghana. It is a testimony to the very cordial relations between Ghana and France, made demonstrable by the exponential stepping up of French government assistance to the Kufuor government and the significant expansion of French business interests in Ghana. This $900 million trade facility will no doubt boost the government's drive to achieve its objective of poverty alleviation and improved social services for the people of Ghana. Ladies and gentlemen, government and people of Ghana would want to register their appreciation of the efforts by the French government and other shareholders in the syndication involved in this exercise. Please permit me to personally commend Barclays Bank for establishing an offshore banking office in Ghana to service the entire West African sub-region. On behalf of His Excellency President John Kufuor of Ghana and on my own behalf, I wish to thank you, ab imo pectore, as we say in Latin, for your inestimable support. Once again, I thank you all for taking time off your tight schedule to grace this signing ceremony with your presence. Thank you very much.
After His Excellency's speech, senior managers from Cocobod and the mandated banks proceeded to sign the finance agreement.
On behalf of the other lead arrangers after the ceremony made a presentation to Cocobod. The gift was received on behalf of Cocobod, Mr. Isaac Osei. In his address, Mr. Isaac Osei had this to say.
Let me
say thank you for this memento of today's signing ceremony. First, I never thought I would sweat in Paris in September, but it's been very warm here, and I almost feel as if we brought the sun all the way from Ghana to Paris. But I think the warmth of the weather is matched only by the warmth of the people that we have met here today. That is on the plus side. On the minus side, it appears that your usual late summer autumnal rays have somehow managed to get to Ghana. And some of you may have witnessed on television yesterday, this morning, the floods that we have in the northern part of our country. It is true some of our people have been displaced, but as the duty of any good government, our government is working around the clock to ensure that they receive the necessary relief. But let me assure you, I know as bankers, you read the news and sometimes you get jittery. Let me assure you that the rains did not occur in any of the cocoa growing regions. So your investment this year is safe. The rains have actually also done another thing. It's raised the level of our Cocobod dam, which produces hydroelectricity. So many of our industries can now be put back to work with energy. Having said that, Your Excellency, the Ambassador of the Republic of Ghana and Chairman for this occasion, distinguished officials from Texas, Standard Chartered Bank, Societe Generale, and Ghana International Bank, participating banks, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I'm very delighted once again to be in this beautiful city, the city of Paris, and to be part of the signing ceremony of yet another successfully syndicated trade finance facility for the Ghana Cocobod. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, this facility in the sum of $900 million for the year 2007-2008 is the biggest deal ever arranged for Ghana Cocobod. And we are happy that this is taking place in the 60th year of Cocobod's existence and in the 50th year of the independence of Ghana as a country. On behalf of Ghana Cocobod and the Ghana Cocoa Marketing Company, I want to thank Texas Standard Chartered Bank, Societe Generale, and Ghana International Bank, our mandated lead arrangers, for making it possible for us to sign here in Paris. Each year has brought us new experiences that have enabled us to improve on the syndication process, on the documentation of past years. And I'm very confident that our team at Cocobod and CMC will continually strive to improve upon the process. Last year, I informed you about Cocobod's desire to access the financial markets for a medium-term facility to expand our warehousing facilities, quality assurance capabilities, while enhancing production through productivity increases. And I'm happy to inform you that in March this year, Cocobod signed its first ever medium-term facility in the sum of $115 million to expand its storage facilities and to improve the facilities for quality assurance. This medium-term facility, I would like to emphasize, does not conflict with the annual trade finance facility, but may well enhance our ability to access much bigger sums in the future as we increase production. And as has become the practice, Cocobod again preceded this arrangement with a presentation to a core group of banks which had previously participated in the facility, as well as some new banks. And I would like to congratulate our mandated lead arrangers for not only winning the mandate this year, but also demonstrating their ability to arrange the syndication for it once again to be oversubscribed. Your careful methodical and professional approach is highly admired by all of us in Cocobod. The introduction of new banks in this year's facility shows the confidence the international banking sector has in Cocobod and our country, Ghana, which is set to become the first HIPC country to access the international financial markets with the sovereign bond issue. Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I wish once again to repeat Cocobod's past assurances that your confidence in Ghana Cocobod has not been misplaced, and that our hard-won reputation as a first-class borrower will be maintained and jealously guarded. Before I resume my seat, I deem it appropriate to recognize, Your Excellency, the role of our trading partners in this transaction. I wish to extend to them our sincere gratitude for their support. We wish to assure them of an expanding and mutually beneficial relationship in the future. We also wish to express our gratitude to the Ghanaian cocoa farmer, whose extreme sacrifice, hard work, and commitment to produce good quality cocoa has enabled us to enter into business arrangements of the type to which we have appended our signatures today. Our thanks also go to the licensed cocoa buying companies, registered cocoa hauliers, and other institutions in the local cocoa trade in Ghana, all of them stakeholders in an ever-expanding industry. Finally, we recognize the support of the Government of Ghana through the Ministry of Finance and Economic Planning and the Bank of Ghana, with whom we work closely towards the overall goal of improving the Ghanaian economy. And to you, Your Excellency, your presence here this afternoon as the representative of His Excellency President John Kufuor, whose support for the Ghanaian cocoa farmer has often been chronicled, is ample evidence not only of your personal commitment, but also of the total support of the Government of Ghana for this deal. I wish to emphasize now that we expect that all of you here present will agree to roll over this facility for the 2008-2009 cocoa season. And in conclusion, permit me now to extend an invitation to all our financial partners to come to Ghana next year for a similar signing ceremony. Thank you all for your attention.
After Mr. Osei's speech, the representatives from the other lead arrangers had this to say.
At 60, what do you say to accompany? And I figured we would tell them to celebrate success. That's my proposition today. So the theme of my contribution today will be around celebrating success. Because after 60 years of operations, if you ask me to produce a documentary on the Ghana Cocobod, I will let you know that the first chapter of a 900 million chapter documentary is yet to be written. Why 900 million? Because it's a record signing we do today, 900 million US dollars. Congratulations. Now, Ghana Cocobod should be celebrating because it's earned the right to celebrate. This is evident from the company's financial performance, the increase in production of a quality cocoa bean over the years. Those of us on the ground have watched it with a lot of interest and remain absolutely focused to see that this continues. Success, however, has been noted by our colleagues from the Cocobod and the rest of us, is relative, and we all also acknowledge the fact that it is a continuous process. But then, I think we do have comfort in the fact that Ghana Cocobod in particular recognizes this. From the words of the Chief Executive, we're already launching on a program that will improve productivity, that will modernize and expand logistics, and improve quality assurance. And of course, they have an overall stated goal to increase production to 1 million tons by 2010. This to me represents the essence of the word success and the right to celebrate success. As has been noted by Your Excellency the Ambassador and the Chief Executive of Ghana Cocobod, and Didier, a friend, I would say, Didier, because I'm referred to as Eddie, success has not been accomplished in a vacuum. It has been accomplished and enabled by a solid macroeconomic infrastructure. Mr. Ambassador, we ask you to convey our congratulations to the leadership of your country for doing an excellent job in creating an enabling environment, and also to extend our congratulations, Mr. Chief Executive of Cocobod, to the many producers in the various communities across Ghana who are committed to producing an excellent cocoa crop year after year. Mr. Chief Executive of Ghana Cocobod, I know you're a diplomat, and I know your colleagues in Cocobod have known over the years are generally very modest. But on this occasion, I would say modesty should be a virtue. You've done extremely well, and it's about time you sing your song. And if you won't sing your song, we'll sing your song for you. The rest will be back here next year to do it again.
It is quite challenging to make a speech after all these talented speakers. Nonetheless, I would like to start with a little bit of history. 1815 is a symbolic date, a symbolic year for Ghana, since it is the year cocoa was introduced in the country. Because of the Battle of Waterloo, it is also a symbolic year in Europe for the French and the British. There's a slight difference in perception. And if for France, 1815 is the end of the Napoleon saga, it is the beginning of the long and successful cocoa production history of Ghana, a sector that has become today, together with mining, the backbone of the Ghanaian economy. We know cocoa originates from Central America, where the Maya considered it as the blessed drink from the gods. Today, the cocoa bean is one of the main blessings of Ghana. Ghana continues to be seen as an example in Africa, thanks to its political stability and promising economy. Ghana has come a long way in the cocoa industry since 1815. The country is in fact today the most important quality cocoa bean provider in the world. This position, we believe, is built on three main strengths. First, the Ghanaian farmers, who put a lot of work and effort to produce the best quality cocoa. We would therefore like to seize this opportunity today to pay a special tribute to the Ghanaian cocoa farmers. Second, the Ghana Cocobod, established 60 years ago. The Ghana Cocobod has always successfully invested in sustainable development of the Ghanaian cocoa industry. Indeed, in the past years, important actions have taken place in order to foster the cocoa sector in Ghana, including giving farmers a large share of the international cocoa price, anti-smuggling steps preventing lower quality cocoa crossing the border to Ghana, cocoa infrastructure development, and creation of the Regional Center for Improved Cocoa Disease Control. These steps have proven good and fruitful actions in terms of both volume produced and quality. The third strength is a continuing support from the domestic and international financial community. The support of the international financial community is driven by the great confidence built up thanks to the cocoa management expertise and credibility
its track record, and its strategic choices. This translates in the continuing success of the Ghanaian cocoa crop financing facility. This facility is by all means unique. It benefits from a 15-year exceptional track record. It is an exemplary and true cooperation between Ghanaian and international banks. It has a strong and valuable security package with fixed price export contracts. This is why the annual Cocobod facility is the most important soft commodity facility in sub-Saharan Africa and one of the largest soft commodity deals in the world, regularly oversubscribed. You can therefore understand that I am very pleased that SG has been awarded this year another mandated lead arranger role, especially since competition has been once again very tough. We would like to thank Ghana Cocobod for this. Given the excellent track record of the Ghana Cocobod, WSG, together with Ghana International Bank, Natixis, and Standard Chartered, thought that the financial conditions of the credit facility could still be enhanced. An extension option was also added, which constitutes an important improvement in the structure. As a result, the deal was again oversubscribed, with the loan increasing to $900 million. We wish Ghana Cocobod a happy 60th anniversary and the annual facility a happy 15th anniversary. I would like to congratulate all the teams involved in this achievement and to thank all the lenders and especially the other MLAs. Mr. Osei, congratulations for the signing. We enjoy working with you and your team. You can make sure that going forward we shall keep on supporting Ghana Cocobod. I have well noted your invitation to celebrate next year in Ghana, and I am sure and convinced that all the people around this table will be there to celebrate with you. The only thing I wish is that we will be able to bring you the nice weather you have been able to bring today. Thank you very much.
Today is the signing ceremony, but a lot of work has gone on in the background. Our team in both our finance and legal departments have done tremendous work, and our mandated lead arrangers, Secretary General Natixis, Ghana International Bank, have all worked very hard for us to come to signing. We've also went on a roadshow in Frankfurt as well as in London to present our positions to the various banks. So today we are signing this agreement. It's a landmark. This is the first time we are doing 100 million. It's the biggest ever deal that Ghana Cocobod has done. But the increase has been due to the outlook that we have for cocoa in 2007-2008. We think we have a positive outlook, and that is why we require a little more money in order to have a successful year of operation.
We've also heard on the international media about cocoa prices sort of going down. Is that going to affect today's deal?
Well, it's not going to affect the deal. The fact of the matter is that we play the futures market, and whenever we feel it is right for us to be in the market, Cocoa Marketing Company, our subsidiary, moves into the market to sell Ghana's cocoa. We can sell both in the futures as well as spot. I think we've done very well with this deal, and this deal, there's absolutely no danger. There's very little risk, and the reputation of Ghana Cocobod is very well known to the financial sector, and so we're very pleased to do this deal at this time.
So last year when we spoke at the signing ceremony, you did mention that the production of cocoa in 2006-2007 was going to hit 700,000 tons. Were we able to achieve that, and what are we expecting also for 2007-2008?
Well, I did tell you that we are going to do 600,000 tons. I think we are more or less spot on to do 600,000 tons. I don't think it is for me to tell you our expectations for next year, but next year may well be better, because we are putting in place various systems and activities which should lead us to enhance productivity. So we are looking for an expansion of production, not by area or acreage increases, but we are looking at increasing the productivity of the farmer and therefore enhancing the income of the farmer.
The weather hasn't been very favorable. I know in February we were given warnings that the weather was not good enough for the yield that Ghana Cocobod was expecting. Has it still been the case? Has it affected production?
Well, I think the weather certainly affected productivity as well as production. Cocoa requires a little bit of water, some sunshine, relative humidity has to be at the right levels. It hasn't been so in this year, but the rains came a bit late, and we should see a good early crop for the next season, which starts in October. We should see a good early crop.
Processing. I know last year again when we spoke, you did talk about a lot of interest from international industries coming into Ghana to set up processing plants to process Ghana's cocoa. How has it been so far?
Well, since last year, we've had Barry Cocobod expanding their facility to 60,000 tons. The President, His Excellency John Kufuor, himself cut the sword for the construction of the Cardinal factory, which is going to be a 60,000 ton factory. We have since signed the bean supply agreement with ADM Cocoa to build a factory in Kumasi. So it's looking very good, and we've had a lot of other interests. I dare say that by the end of next year, when we speak again, I'm sure that we'll be looking at an installed capacity in excess of 300,000 tons within our country, Ghana.
60 years, Cocobod is celebrating 60 years, incidentally in October, and it looks like over the past years, everything that's been happening, Cocobod has been a landmark achievement to the organization. What are we to expect from Ghana Cocobod in the next 60 years to come?
Well, I think commitment, from the people who work there. We have a core group of very dedicated staff, and I'm very proud, of our people, both in Cocobod and in Cocoa Marketing Company. Many of our people are doing an excellent job, but we also have other stakeholders in the cocoa industry, especially our hard-working farmers. I think the farmers of our country deserve our salute, and I'm quite sure that as we assist them to increase their productivity, more income will be their lot. In addition to that, in the whole cocoa value chain, we have the private holders, we have the licensed buying companies, all of them assisting us to achieve the targets that we have set for ourselves. So I'm very pleased, and I think the outlook for the next 60 years will be very good.
Back to the finance agreement. I know also we all know that there's an influx of international banks into Ghana, and the financial sector seems to be booming and doing quite well in Ghana. Can't we raise such a facility with the banks in Ghana?
900 million US dollars is quite a large amount, and even though that money may well be found in Ghana, the problem at the moment is the cost of money. We have to borrow in a manner which will enable us to reduce significantly our costs of doing our business, and therefore we borrow from anywhere if the cost is good. We are borrowing at LIBOR plus 0.16. I don't think that sort of deal cannot be done in Ghana at this time. But in due course, as our macroeconomic fundamentals improve, I'm quite sure that we will be able to do the deal in Ghana. But from time to time, we also borrow from domestic financial institutions.
How long is this facility for?
This facility is a trade facility. The $810 million we borrowed last year, we have fully repaid, and 900 million within a year we will repay entirely, the entire sum, because that's the way we are structured to operate.
The relations between Ghana and France are extremely cordial. signing of this ceremony is a testimony to the fact that we're doing extremely well between Ghana and France. For them to have sufficient confidence in our country and our government, and to provide this huge outlay of $900 million is tangible proof that the relations are pretty good.
2007 will be exciting year for Ghana and friends of Ghana across the world because of our 50th independence celebration. How has France celebrated this great occasion?
Yes, as ambassador accredited to France, I organized a cocktail and brought all our economic partners together, our diplomats, friends of Ghana. The day was well organized here in France.
Now, what is the way forward? I mean, after 50 years, 50th anniversary celebration, what are we looking for Ghana's relation with France in the future?
Yeah, we will continue to strengthen our relations with France. In fact, the former president of France, His Excellency Jacques Chirac, has intimated to us that he wants to locate in Ghana a forum, an annual forum for discussing African development, and this will be placed in Ghana. So that is the way forward. It means that we're doing very well with the peer review mechanism, with our macroeconomic stability. And Ghana seems to be forging ahead into the 21st century.
With all these great things happening between the relation between Ghana and France, how the Ghanaian community in France linking into such great achievements and working into making such achievements alongside the success?
We have very good consular relations with the Ghanaian community here. During the time that I was a student in France 40 years ago, we were only about 10 Ghanaians in the whole of France. Now we're thinking of about between 20 and 40,000 Ghanaians. So Ghana is well represented, and we're doing well in France now.
Over the years, Cocobod Marketing Company has provided collateral for all the loans that we've secured, dating back to 1992-93 season. This year, when we had the roadshow in London and in Frankfurt, we had one of our partners who spoke on our track record. And from what he said, and from what the market knows, Cocobod Marketing Company is able to assure Cocobod that they have contracts that will meet any amounts they want to secure, provided the crop is secured.
Right, now we also had rumors that the prices are falling, cocoa prices are falling. Will this have an effect on the price of economy?
As you're well aware as well, we have the luxury of doing forward sales, and we started this campaign way back in March, when we knew that the market had the opportunity to give us a chance to do some business. So what we've done is that we've got a lot of contracts in our books, both for the medium term loan and for the current facility. So as I speak now, I think we've got at least 2/3 of the money already in the form of contracts. So we are well placed to honor the contracts.
I also know that Ghana's cocoa is seen as a world premium, #1 premium cocoa beans. Now, as Cocoa Marketing Company, marketing Ghana's cocoa beans internationally, how do you assure that this quality stays the same?
Yes, from the setup of Cocobod, we are the sales wing of Cocobod. We also have our partners in the quality control department. Together we, from time to time, assure or indeed provide all that it takes to. Whilst we do the selling, they do the quality checks, and from what the trade knows, Ghana cocoa beans, by description, we say by description anyway, that's a sign of respect that people have for our cocoa. And over the years, we've had no problems with quality. Occasionally, we have hiccups, but for consistency, I think Ghana still ranks as one of the best in cocoa.